So we're gonna go through the 80s, we're going through the 90s, we're going through the 2000s all the way to 2025, man. You know, so must see show. You know, this is gonna be my biggest production in a long time. I can't wait. So Tim, did it always remember about the all being an honest reflection of African American because of that little bit of close. I did not know, you know, when I always just admired him from the time, you know what I mean? He always, you know, kept dignity in the game, you know what I mean? Which you gotta salute him for that. And he's an icon, he's in all of our memories, he was in all of our living village. And I looked at him as a brother, you know what I mean? As you know, like he was kin to us. You know, the whole Cosby family. So it's a big loss, man. It's a shock.
So he was still staying relevant across decades, from NWA to Hollywood, producing and all that, and the big three. What has been the key to your longevity in the game?
Making sure I give people great work. You know, that's been the drive. You know, making sure I give people quality. You know, it's about the quality, not the quantity. And so I'm just dedicated to make sure people ain't wasting their time and wasting their money when it comes to Ice Cube. You know what I mean? People feel like they, you know, get their money's worth, and you know, I'm dedicated to that.
That's what's up. Let's talk about your movies. And you guys just done with Eva Longoria, dropping next week. I've seen the commercial. It's called War of the World. You played a top cyber security analyst for Homeland Security. But do you feel like this is just a little too eerily close to today's society?
It's real close. You know, it's really about, you know, I know it's War of the World and it's you know, the aliens and all that, but it's really about surveillance and how much the government watches all of us and can spot us throughout the day doing anything we're doing. You know, whether we're going to the store, I mean, they watch us in the bathroom, y'all. You know what I mean? So this is a movie that kind of examines that. You know, when the watchers are getting watched. You know what I mean? So pretty good movie. We shot it during the pandemic. So the whole movie takes place pretty much on that computer screen. So it's pretty wild. Yeah. All right, Kim, we're going to line around. You ready? These are going to be some quick questions. Okay. All right, here we go. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie is actually Jaws. Oh, yes. Yeah. The original. The original. Yeah, that's my favorite. All right, now we talked about this. It's breakfast time. What are you putting in your grits? Salt and butter or sugar? I'm a sugar man. It's good though. It's good. Outside this, what's your favorite hip hop song of all time? Oh man, of all times? Wow. What you jam to before you go on stage? Oh man, I jam to a lot of stuff, but my favorite hip hop song of all time is probably gonna be The Show by Dougie Fresh, Spring Red. You know, they ain't still made a song better than that yet. You know what I mean? Alright, so what do you guys keep doing this time to chill? Chill. You know, I work so damn hard. I love just kicking it, hanging out with kids, you know, with the fans. Right, I got grandkids now running around, so I love to just hang out with them, man. You know, I don't do too much. And what's your go-to snack? Go-to snack? I'm not really a go-to guy, but I love those red wine licorice, man. Damn, I gotta eat those, man. I gotta have it. And the last one, what is the key to a successful marriage? Key to a successful marriage is respect. You know, you gotta respect the partner who you're in love with. Show them respect. You know, it's not about dominance. One person dominating the other. It's about respect and you know, basically saying it's us against the world. You know, yeah. All right, man, we're live in Cincinnati, and Dr. Square was the one that I want to ask you. Let everybody know how they can follow you and keep up with everything that you got going on. Yeah, know how to follow me. I just want to thank P&G, you know what I mean, for sponsoring the Big Three, putting on this event. You know, we're doing great things with bedroom Swiffer, and we thank P&G for supporting the Big Three. And that's why we're in Cincinnati. Come to the games tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, Heritage Bank Arena, baby. Yes. Huh? So I get the guy questions, and then you have a picture of that guy. Yeah, get up. Jesus. My father was when I grew up. He was the one who was there. I recognized him in his sacrifices to, you know, just put food on the table, clothes on my back, shelter. You know, so I always respected my father over anybody in the world.
Yes, you. Are you going to do another check promoter too?
Everybody love Russell Red and Jelly Roll. We talking about it, you know, it's a trick because that movie was done under Harvey Weinstein's company, his ass in jail. So we working to get the rights back from his ass. You know what I mean? So we would love to do a Jamie promoter too.
From Jacksonville, Florida. I have one question for you. When your son wanted to get into the industry, what was your advice to him?
You better be good. You know, don't be embarrassing the family. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not gonna be the best, keep your day job, be my son, spend my money, but don't get on the screen unless you're serious because hey, the people gonna tell you if you're good or not. And he took it serious, and you know, rest is history.
My name is Shelley, and I can be a here. What advice would you have given the young Ice Cube at age 20? What advice would you give him now?
Well, you know, I would tell him to keep doing what he's doing. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I always showed like when I was young, getting into the business as a teenager. I looked in the mirror and I said, I'm gonna always want to recognize who I see in this mirror. So I ain't gonna let nothing in the industry deter me from being who I want to be and being the man I want to be. And if I gotta lose opportunities for my dignity, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. So I was dedicated to being myself, and that's what I would tell the young Q: stay yourself, man. Don't turn into no crazy celebrity. You know, just be who you are, and you know, play to win.
Hi, my name is Smith.
Hey there.
I love you, but so my question was there a person or an individual that inspired you to transition from rapping to acting?
John Singleton, rest in peace. He directed Boys in the Hood. When he told me he wanted to put me in a movie, I looked at him like he was crazy because I'm like, I'm not an actor, man. I'm not even qualified to do this. He said, man, I see something in you don't see yourself. Just take this journey with you, and when we gonna make it work. And so I'm just thankful that he, you know, took the time. He could have went and got a real experienced actor like Cuba Gooding Jr. was experienced. Lawrence Fishburne, excuse me. So it was all about, you know, him just kind of putting his arm around me and walking me through the process. I fell in love with it, and then I started doing my own. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Group shot. Okay. All right, let's do it. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.